Hello, welcome to the visualization section of the data science series. I'm Light, and I'm very glad to have you here. So again, we're going to go over visualization. And that means we just take our data and we look at it in like a graph format. Now there's two libraries that are good for this that we're going to use, matplotlib and then Seaborn. So we're going to check it out. So first of all, you need data if you're going to visualize data. So where do we get our data from? Well, I have the GitHub, with the code and everything. So you can get that and you can open it up in your Google Colab. And then we got our data from kaggle. We're using this regression data down here. And it says global life expectancy. And it's just a file, and there's all these countries in it, and these years. And it just tells you how old people are expected to live, the life expectancy. Yeah. So you can see up here, we imported pandas because that's an essential to read data. We learned that in our last video. We imported this matplotlib, .pyplot is PLT. You're going to see how we're going to use that. We mounted the Google Drive because we want to get our data. I put the data, in my Google Drive. So it's there. I just need to get it. So again, we learned this in the last thing. df, or data frame, equals pd.readcsv, and then we're reading my CSV file with the life expectancy. And you can see down here, there's entity, the country, code, like the code for the country, and then you have all these years, 1950, 1951, with the life expectancy in it. Okay, so in terms of plotting stuff, the data is very messy, so you have to do something they call it like data engineering, feature engineering, data cleaning. But what that stuff all pretty much means is you want to take the raw processed data that's just all crazy that they give you. It's like missing half the numbers in it, and then you want to change it up and like take stuff out of it so that you can make it usable to like the AI algorithm that you're going to use in the future. So here we do data equals df iloc 259, and that just means iloc, it just means get a column. So we're getting this world column. So instead of learning the average lifespan of the country, it's the world. So that's what you can see, entity 1951 and world 45. We've come a long way since then. In 2019, 72, pretty good. And then I'm going to build a XY thing based on that, just a graph. You can see for the data.index, I'm going to take this little slice. So the indexes are just like the index, so like entity, code, and then the years. Those are the indexes. But you can see I wrote here 20 to 30. So 1968, because that's 20 to 30, which is 1977. Now, if you wanted everything in terms of years, you'd do like a 2 and then a colon, because you don't want the entity or the code, you just want the years. Okay, so we got that for our x value. For our y value, I pretty much just did that, but like 20 to 30. We're not the index, we're just getting the data now. So y, just the normal data, 20 to 30, and you can see it's these things. And then this is the important part that we've came for the visualization. We're using matplotlib.pyplot. You can see we write plt.plot, and then we have our x, y coordinate, and then this b, it just means make the line blue. You can write an R for red or like a G for green, but the B just means make a line blue. And PLT X label year, see year, PLT Y label, average lifespan, PLT title, lifespan in the world, and then you have to do PLT show, and then it shows it, and you can run the code there, that little run button. It's loading. PLT is not defined because I didn't run this to run everything again. I'm not not doing that. But anyway, I just haven't run it, so I have to run everything again, which I don't really want to do. Anyway, we're going to move on to Seaborn now. So import Seaborn as SNS. So we do that. Our data frame, I just made this one up. I didn't want to use the other one because I got lazy. Equals a year, data index, the df dot head. Just made like a little data frame. Then we're just cutting this thing out. So the years and then the lifespan. And then actually I got kind of lazy in this one, to be honest. So I just went on the Seaborn docs and I just took this one, honestly. So you set the theme. The data in this thing is called tips. So up here we did we'll do that later. But up here we did pd.readcsv. That's our data. Down here, our data is this tips, which is where data comes, and then we do a sns.real plot. Data tips x total bill, y tips all time, and then you can see everything. So that's what it does. The Seaborn plots are really cool. This is just like the basics. So like in the future, we're gonna learn about you'll see us use like joint plots, pair plots, when we do stuff in the future. So that'll be fun. Now, those are the basics. You can just go on if you get lost, you can just Google something, or just go on the documentations for Matplotlib and Seaborn. Now, I'm gonna ask you to do a challenge just so you can practice your skills and get up to speed. So go on Kaggle, grab some random data set that you want, and just play around with the data. Play around with it, get certain parts of it, and then create a graph in either Seaborn or Matplotlib. So that's something to practice. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Bye-bye.